Uzbekistan dinobatkan sebagai destinasi favorit tahun 2020 oleh situs web travel Lonely Planet, salah satunya untuk wisata halalnya. Pemerintah Uzbekistan memang sedang gencar-gencarnya untuk mempromosikan destinasi wisata yang dimilikinya. Bahkan berbagai kemudahan juga turut ditawarkan seperti membebaskan visa untuk pengunjung dari 65 negara dan maka tak heran negara yang terletak di antara Asia Tengah dan Eropa Timur ini diprediksi menjadi negara yang akan populer di kalangan wisatawan muslim dengan makam Bukhari serta Mesjid Soekarno-nya. Dan untuk membahasnya bagaimana pengembangan wisata halal di Uzbekistan, rekan saya Muhammad Gibran akan berdialog bersama Muzaffar Abdul Azimov, Sekretaris 2 Kedutaan Besar Uzbekistan untuk Indonesia. Silakan Gibran.
Ya, tentunya sudah hadir di studio CNBC Indonesia Muzaffar Abdul Azimov, Sekretaris 2 Kedutaan Besar Uzbekistan untuk Indonesia. Thank you very much for coming in Profit CNBC Indonesia. But first question, why Uzbekistan is a very important for Indonesia? Do you think?
First of all, thank you for inviting me. For me, it's a great honor to be here. That's an interesting question. Why Uzbekistan is unique? Why Uzbekistan is important for Indonesia? First of all, I think it's because of our common religion. Indonesia is the biggest Muslim country in the world. So, but at the same time, Uzbekistan is one of the top countries in the world who really contributed to the Islamic civilization, Islamic culture. So many people know that about Imam Bukhari, about Ibn Sina, but being honest, not most of them, they know that Imam Bukhari dari Uzbekistan.
Yes.
Ibn Sina dari Uzbekistan. The father of the Mathematica, Al-Jabr dari Uzbekistan. And even the Naqshbandiya from Uzbekistan. So this kind of the historical, the factors that unites our two nations. So that's why I think, personally, I think that Uzbekistan is really, really special for Indonesia.
And then we in Uzbekistan have a many potential about halal tourism. How about the progress halal tourism in Uzbekistan now?
Oh, the halal tourism, let's say since 2016, late 2016, when we got when we elected a new president and got the new administration, the government of Uzbekistan giving the high priority to the halal tourism. So after that, we trying to implement the halal standards, implementing the halal strategy, so to make all the tourism standards fit to the halal standards.
Yes.
In doing that, certainly we are already cooperating with Indonesia, because Indonesia is one of our main, let's say, the targets for the halal tourism. And in that direction, with that the aim, we made the visit to the Lombok, which is popular for the halal tourism, right? So we visited the Lombok, West Nusa Tenggara province, and during our visit, we signed the agreements between West Nusa Tenggara, particularly Lombok, and the Bukhara region of Uzbekistan, in implementing the halal standards in Uzbekistan, in accordance with the Indonesian standards. So that the Indonesian people visiting Uzbekistan, they really don't need to worry about halal standards. It's sama-sama like here.
Sama-sama like here. But if we see from Uzbekistan have Imam Bukhari and Ibn Sina, we see from Uzbekistan. So this is the answer why Indonesian people must come to Uzbekistan, or maybe other people from around the world.
Oh, you know, Uzbekistan is...
Have a guarantee maybe about halal tourism.
Yeah, for the halal, you don't need to worry.
Yes.
I give you my personal guarantee. So, but if we talk about all the world, Uzbekistan is quite unique because historically Uzbekistan is situated at the crossroad of the Silk Roads. So we absorbed the best part of the culture from Europe, from the Asia, and from Eurasia, and we created our own. But certainly based on the Islamic, the culture and civilization. So which means the Europeans or the Asians or the Muslim or other religion believers, when they visit Uzbekistan, certainly they will find something to enjoy. But again, if we come back to Indonesia, Indonesia, you have mainly two seasons, right? The rainy season, not rainy season. Am I right?
Yes.
You don't have snow.
No snow in here.
But I heard in Papua you have snow.
But in Jayawijaya maybe.
Yeah, so it's hard to reach.
Yes.
In Uzbekistan, we have 4 seasons. When we talk about the 4 seasons, it's really, really 4 seasons. So we have beautiful spring with the tulips, we have summer with the delicious fruits, and we have the autumn with the leaf falls, and we have winter with amazing snow with the ski resort. So the Indonesian people, when they visit, they can choose. They want to see the beautiful tulip sceneries in the mountains. No need to go to Holland. So, and then they want to try the delicious fruits, or they want, if they are romantic and they want to take the photo in the leaf falls and the beautiful sceneries, or they want to the ski resort. But whenever they go, doesn't matter which season you go, you can mix with the ziarah.
Ziarah?
Yeah, this is the important part, Like, if
Maybe the focus destination is ziarah.
Let's say it's
The first
one of the factors.
Okay.
One of the factors is not the only factor, because when you're visiting, certainly you want to do the ziarah, you want to enjoy the nature, you want to enjoy the national cuisine. By the way, you tried the Uzbek national cuisine?
Yes.
You tried?
No.
No. I suggest you to try, because the Uzbekistan gastronomy is one of the best in the world.
Okay.
And then certainly after the gastronomy, there is a shopping for the handicrafts. Currently, many tourists, they visit Uzbekistan for the handmade carpet,
Yes.
So that kind of the thing. So, yeah, I mean, different the factors.
Okay, we have a 4 season in Uzbekistan, and then we can mix about the ziarah or big season, 4 season in Uzbekistan. But we know the government of Uzbekistan is very focused about halal tourism. And then what your strategies do you use to improve halal tourism in Uzbekistan?
So far, the strategy is, when we were making the strategy, we decided to take the best practices from around the world. So among them was, as I told you, the Indonesia. And when we had a talk with the specialists, they told us that the Lombok is the popular for the halal. And then we visited, we see the practice of the halal tourism standards in Indonesia. And then we signed the agreement, and we decided to bring that best practices to Uzbekistan.
From Lombok maybe?
From Lombok.
And then Indonesia have a Lombok, Nusa Tenggara Barat gitu bisa ya. Nusa Tenggara Barat for halal tourism. And then in Uzbekistan, maybe what are destination, a favorite destination from halal tourism in Uzbekistan?
So all Uzbekistan is the best destination.
You think?
Yeah. It's like for the ziarah, certainly you can, first you start the visit from Tashkent. Because many people know that Tashkent is the capital of Uzbekistan, but Tashkent at the same time is one of the centers for the Islamic civilization. Like one of the oldest version of Al-Quran, Khalifa Usman Mus'haf, in Tashkent. So you can see that oldest version of Quran in the mosque is in the big size, and then after Tashkent, you can visit the Samarkand with the high-speed train. It's just 2 hours from Tashkent, where you can visit also the historical, the cultural places, and certainly you can move. In Samarkand, by the way, there is a tomb of Imam Bukhari.
Okay.
And then you can move to the Bukhara, the motherland of the Imam Bukhari. So Imam Bukhari lived, he was born in Bukhara, but he lived, and then his tomb in Samarkand. And then you can move to the Khwarezm, the fatherland, the motherland of the Al-Jabr. And again, if you see it in these beautiful videos, you see the whole city is historical. So while you visit Uzbekistan, you don't need to worry like one monument is here, another is far away. No, the whole city is historical.
Okay.
Even we still do have the walls. So once you're inside, you enjoy all the kind of, you touch the history by yourself.
Okay.
By the way, when we talked about the ziarah, first ziarah tourist visited Uzbekistan was the first president of Indonesia, Pak Soekarno.
Okay, Soekarno.
Yes.
Is the first
First ziarah tourist.
Ziarah tourist.
Yes, he came to Uzbekistan purely to visit the tomb of Imam Bukhari.
Okay, so this is the answer. Not worry to come to Uzbekistan.
Yes, exactly.
Oke, usai jeda kami masih akan kembali tentunya dengan dialog bersama tentunya Muzaffar Abdulazimov, Sekretaris 2 Kedutaan Besar Uzbekistan untuk Indonesia. Tetaplah bersama kami di Profit CNBC Indonesia Beyond Business.